Welcome to our grocery discovery. It is a fishy tale as we talk about what is important for your brain, for your heart, and for your eyes. How many people knew that salmon was important for your eyes? Well, we're going to talk about it today. But I gotta tell you, I'm being upstaged by the band, so let me give you a quick look at what I'm having to watch. By the way, I am a net reader at thebiblicalnutritionist.com. Be sure and hit the subscribe, the like, the bell, everything that you know how we can stay connected. And be sure and put your comments down below. So let me show you the band that I'm watching. There you go. There you see the band that's always playing when I am here at the store enjoying the shopping here. So here you see the sign says Copper River Sockeye Salmon. So Copper River is actually really important when you can get the salmon from there because it's a 300-mile long, cold, powerful river that increases with elevation. So the salmon live most of their life in the Gulf of Alaska or the Pacific Ocean. And during this time, they build up huge reserves of fat and insulation to make this journey up Copper River. So Copper River is going to be fished very heavily for salmon from May through September. And wild fish, wild fresh sockeye salmon is going to be its best. I just want to share with you the nutritional value that's in salmon. And it's just, you're going to think, wow, that's a lot of incredible nutrition. So we've got 22 grams of fat. Now don't let that scare you. We've got 54 grams of protein. Now, I'm not saying you have to eat the entire slice of salmon there in the display. I'm just saying a 7-ounce serving. So you got 54 grams of protein and you got 2,400 milligrams of omega-3. Now omega-3 you don't have to worry about when you buy food that God supplies because it has the correct balance of your EPA and the DHA. The only time you have to start learning chemistry is when you buy a supplement to make sure it's perfectly balanced. But in God's foods, such as this salmon here, it is always going to be perfectly balanced. We've got a sockeye salmon and we've got coho salmon. So salmon, there's different varieties that are going to start swimming upstream at different times. The first salmon swimming upstream, which is going to be starting in May, is going to be your king salmon, which is also called the chinook. After that is your sockeye salmon, and after that is followed by the coho. So your coho is your last salmon to start swimming upstream. And purchase some salmon today, and I'm going to take it to my kitchen. I'm going to show you how to cook it up and deliver it on your table tonight and start enjoying it. And right after that, I'm going to share with you the 10 health benefits of why you should be eating this salmon at least once a week. Today, we're going to be making a salmon veggie wrap. Now, I have the salmon that I just picked up from the store. Doesn't that just look beautiful? So what we're going to do is we are actually going to cook it flesh down first. You hear that searing noise? That is a good sound. We're going to cook it on the flesh side first because it's fresh salmon. It's going to stick together. It's not going to flake, so we can get some nice sear marks. While that is searing, I want to show you what else we're going to be making. So we're going to be making a veggie wrap. So we're going to be filling it with some different vegetables, and we're going to make a sauce to go on top. Now I also have my trusted salsa, my peach salsa here, that we can also use as a topping, and I'm going to have a hard time choosing between the sauce we're getting ready to make and my peach salsa as the perfect topping. Now let's go back and check on our salmon. I'm cooking on a gas stove. It's just my favorite way to cook. If you cook on electric, obviously you're not going to be able to use this. This is called the Grill Lodge cast iron pan. We're cooking it on a fairly medium-high heat, just so we can get some beautiful marks on the meat. And we're going to flip this. Oh, I didn't get my beautiful marks like I wanted to. I'm still kind of new at doing the grilling. Hopefully, when you do it, you'll send me a picture under this video and show how beautiful yours turned out. Our salmon is done. I did a little sear marks there so I could get a little bit of the look I was looking for. Just going to place it on this platter, and then we're going to let it cool and then make our salmon wraps. We're going to go ahead and make the sauce. I have my salmon right underneath here. It's kind of being tinted by my wrap. The sauce is going to start with 1 cup of pasta sauce. We're going to put that in. To this, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of ketchup. So I'm always using an organic sauce and an organic ketchup. I would love to know if any of you make your own ketchup. We're going to add some Bragg's apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of that, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and believe it or not, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of almond butter. This really increases the antioxidant value. It increases the protein. Not that we need to increase protein too much with this much salmon. Salmon is such an excellent supply of healthy fats and healthy proteins. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up with my Fisky, which is a combination of a fork and a whisk. It's our new tool. We're giving it away on our website. We have 2 websites. The one we have our shopping cart on is designedhealthyliving.com. You can go over there, and with any purchase of our materials, you get a free Fisky this month. Okay, so there we go. So a nice little twist when you add the almond butter and the balsamic vinegar. There we go. We have a delicious sauce. Now let's assemble our wraps. You can make this a hot wrap or a cold salmon wrap. Both would be delicious. We're going to start with our wrap. Now you can see you might still have a few bones. This is real meat. This is real fish. So yes, some bones may still be around. And if you were to eat a bone, it is nothing wrong with that. Just get a little extra calcium in your diet. Totally a good idea. All right, so we have our salmon. To this, we're going to top it with some shredded carrots. I could use cabbage, which would be an excellent choice. And use some tomatoes fresh out of the garden. We're going to top it up with some freshly sliced leeks. You could use your favorite onion of choice, some green onions, red onions, regular sweet Vidalia onions would be delicious. Toss on some greens. There we go. And so which sauce do we do? Well, for today's video, since I made this sauce for you, we're going to go ahead and use this as our sauce of choice. But I gotta say, the rest of that salmon may get topped with my peach salsa. I love canning and dehydrating and just always having foods available. All right, so let's go ahead and roll this up nice and tight. We could also bring the ends in and then roll it up nice and tight. And we have a delicious salmon wrap for lunch. I hope you try this and put your comments down below. How did you like it? Did you try the sauce? What did you think about the almond butter? All right, thank you for watching this part of the video. While they're fixing my order to go, I'm going to share with you the 10 health benefits of this salmon. This omega-3 is what your body needs every day. So even if you can get it once a week, that would be great. The number one reason is it fights depression and anxiety. So people who eat wild fish or have a really good omega supplement, they're going to have less depression, less anxiety. One study even showed that omega-3 supplement or wild fish is as effective as one of the common antidepressant drugs. So that's a good reason right there to start adding omega-3 into your diet. Second reason is eye health. Do you know that 60% of your retina is DHA? Well, the DHA comes automatically in this fish, and you're going to get the right amount. So this is going to help prevent macular degeneration. So how many of you are ready for some fish today? Number 3, it promotes brain health of a baby during pregnancy and nursing. So 40% of your brain is DHA that you are going to get from this fish. So supply your baby with fish by eating fish yourself if you're a mom who's pregnant. So when you have a good omega-3 during pregnancy, the child is going to have a higher intelligence, it's going to have better communication skills, it's going to have decreased risk of developmental delay and decreased risk of ADHD and autism. I mean, that is huge. So once again, we're talking about the brain and the health of the brain. So even when you're pregnant, for the health of the child, but also for the health of the mom. Number 4 is heart health. This is very important to help your heart to beat stronger, to beat harder, and just to keep beating for you no matter what's going on in life. When people have a good omega-3 content in their diet, in their supplements, then you could even have a partially occluded artery and still be able to live a healthy life because of the oil that you've been consuming. Number 6 is decreased mood swings. And I know there are days that my husband would have gladly served me some salmon. Even though he doesn't like it, he would have served it to me just to decrease the mood swings in the house. Number 7, it increases your mental health. So as you age, there's many people even in their 20s and 30s that are dealing with, just being unable to remember what they want to say. So if you want to protect your brain, you want to slow down the aging process in your brain, then you definitely want to get some sockeye salmon in your diet today. Number 8, it decreases the fat in your liver. Now this is important because if you eat any type of a processed food diet, you might become, subject to fatty liver disease. Well, the fish oils in this wild-caught salmon or in a really good omega-3 supplement, and I'll put a link to the brand that I use down below, you're going to have less chances of fatty liver. So, number 9, it improves your bone and joint health. Everyone needs to be looking at some omega-3s in your diet for that reason alone. And number 10, it improves sleep. Now, I could go on actually with 20 reasons, but 10 is where we're going to stop because once again, the band's starting up. Hey, thanks for watching this fishy tale today. I hope you enjoy your salmon. I'd love to read what recipe is the best way you like to cook your salmon. How often do you have salmon? Hey, it's wild-caught salmon season, so grab some salmon today and enjoy it with your family. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit subscribe, the like, the comments, the bell, you name it, go hit it, and I can't wait to share with you again.